Hello, good evening everyone, and welcome to our webinar, In-Depth Technical Analysis. And I hope you are all doing great. Alright, so our webinar will be very interesting for both traders, for their competency, and for non-traders. Magkakaroon sila ng idea para sa on how trading works. So, ayan. And of course, we would want our webinar to be interactive. So, if you guys have questions during our session, you can comment on the chat box and discuss later ng mga speakers po natin for tonight. And ayun, guys, please share and comment na Izanagi, ayun, hashtag XM Dash Izanagi kasi we will be giving prizes through GCash. Ayan, two winners ng 500 pesos and one winner ng 1,000 pesos. Later yan, after ng session, doon i-announce yung winner. Ayan. Hello po ah, sa lahat ng nanonood. Magandang gabi ulit. So, for our opening remarks, let us call on Sir Lloyd Bazar of Financial Freedom.
Yan. Alright, so, Kumusta? It is said to reach financial freedom, one has to learn skills that will make him earn enough to buy that freedom. Diba? And trading is one of them. Good evening, everyone. My name is Coach Lloyd Bazar, and welcome to our webinar this evening. Tonight is going to be an evening with a lot of learnings, and not just any learnings, right? We will be learning to improve our skills that we will be using to reach financial freedom. Just to set everyone's expectation, trading is not a get rich quick path, right? Others might even say na trading is a get broke fast path. Kasi madali matalo dito. Yan ang sinasabi ng mga natatalo at marami po ang natatalo sa trading, right? Trading is not easy at all. I've been teaching and trading for more than 6 years already, and even until now, I'm still learning and there are still learnings every day. It is not easy, but there is one thing I can assure you: once you master trading, it is very financially rewarding. With that said, let's sharpen our trading skills this evening. Welcome to our webinar.
All right, thank you, Sir Lloyd. And for our speaker, he holds a diploma in financial markets trading in Academy of Financial Trading in Dublin, Ireland. Attended months of training in one of the trading academies based in New York. A full-time trader, a trading coach, a mentor, an entrepreneur, and father of one. Guys, let us all welcome XM coach Mady, our speaker for tonight.
Yan. Hello guys. Good evening, no? So, nakakaano naman yung introduction. So, hindi ako prepared guys no, doon sa introduction. So, what is up, no? So, hello naman dyan sa chat. So, let me know guys in the chat, no? Kung tagasan kayo, kamustang weather ninyo, mainit ba, taglamig ba, tagulan ba dyan, no? So, currently, no? I'm here in, medyo for the past few days, nagta-travel ako since with XM seminar last 2 weeks ago, no, sa Manila. So, sino yung nandyan? Hopefully, no, nakapag-enjoy kayo dyan, no, sa seminar natin with XM. And I think last Saturday, we are also there in Davao, no? Birthday ko yun, no? So, yeah. So, nung 28 lang may birthday, guys, pwede pa kayo humabol ng gift sa akin, no? Mamaya ilalagay ko lang dyan Gcash. Mamaya. So,
I-post mo
just
na yung
kidding,
Gcash
guys.
mo. Post mo.
Alright, so before we start, guys, no, medyo ano tayo ngayon, medyo hindi ko tawag dito, hindi ko ma-discuss buong buo yung ano natin dito kasi medyo nasa 100 slides yung ano natin dito, no? More on introductions lang naman din. So I hope na ma-deliver ko yung gusto natin i-discuss for tonight, no? So it's all about technical analysis. As per the title, no, in-depth technical analysis nga. Now, before we start, let me introduce myself once again, no? My name is Mady, with 8 years of experience trading the financial market, no? Particularly the Forex and the CFDs. I started way before nung I think I was 18 years old. Yan. So, it started with the cryptocurrency, then later on, nag-proceed dito sa Forex and the CFDs and has the following trading certification. As you could see, no, I came from New York and from Dublin, and recently, I applied with the CMT Level 1 since 2020, up to date. And some of you know me as the founder and creator of the Forex Samurai, yan, which is a DTI and IPO page registered since 2017. So, I'm the newest coach pagdating po sa inyo dito sa Philippines, no, XM. So siguro magna 9 months pa lang ako, no? Before you have Coach Jonathan, siya yung pinakamatagal dito sa amin. Then follow to Coach Jonathan si Coach Richard, no? So si Coach Richard, guys, I believe nakapag ano na ba dito?
Yes. Mhm.
Yun, 'di ba? So
Lahat
Coach
sila.
Richard, yun ako na actually ako yung
Ikaw na lang,
panghuli
ikaw na.
no? Ako na lang yung panghuli pala. So ayan, so Coach Richard kahit papaano no, nakita niyo naman na sobrang malupit when it comes to the fundamental analysis. No, talagang hands down when it comes to the fundamental. So ngayon may iba naman no. Ah wag kayo masyadong make-expect no when it comes to the fundamentals, but dito we're going to focus more on the technical aspect, technical analysis pagdating po sa market, and within the in-depth of it no makikita nyo paano ba natin ma-analyze, kumbaga we're using technical analysis, then later on malalaman nyo kung ano bang pinapakita ng market, ano ba yung emotion ng market, okay? By which, yan, mamaya-maya, di-discuss natin. So, yan, before we start, here's a risk warning, and I believe meron din dyan disclaimer no, sa ilalim ng inyong screen. Again, this is more of an educational purposes, no? Obviously, hindi siya financial advice, so make sure before we trade, guys, lalo na in a leverage market, particularly sa Forex, no? And here in CFDs, make sure na we are willing to accept the risk that we are going to take. No? And tulad nga sabi ni Coach Lloyd kanina, this is not a easy or fast money way or yung easy or quick rich scheme para mas mapabilis kayo umaman dito sa trading. Sabi pa nga yan, di kanina, di ba? It's a quick broke scheme. Yeah, which
Tama.
is somehow true, guys. This majority, 80 to 95% out of 10, isa lang or dalawa lang nagiging successful dyan. And for those who are successful, sila talaga yung may tiyaga, sila talaga yung may skills when it comes to trading. Alright, now, when it comes to financial freedom, guys, ang daming pwedeng sabihin, guys, no? For me, financial freedom is not about, obviously, not just about financially, yun nga, na financially able ka. But of course, when you have, your time freedom as well, yun yung talagang rewarding, no? So for the past 8 years, as stated, no, since then, never went into the, what you call this one, yung wala pa never ako naka-experience yung tinatawag nilang 9 to 5 day job, no? Parang yun, corporate world. Never into there since then, from day one habang nung nag-aaral pa rin ako, or actually nung nang college pa ako, no? Natuto na ako mag-trading, and since then iniwan ko yung college, nag full-time ako sa trading, nag-enroll ako ng mga courses, and here I am. So yan. All right, so
Galing, galing.
in-depth technical analysis, guys. Okay, so for tonight's agenda, as said, no, hindi natin madidiscuss to lahat. So more on skip tayo, then apply tayo ng apply, no? So if you are interested, meron tayong live sa XM sa website, and I'm sure na aware kayo dyan, no? So yan, since you are also here with us, no, with XM. So once again, no, our agenda for tonight will be about technical analysis, the market cycle, price action, support and resistance, trends and channels, then some technical indicators, no, like the ATR, RSI, and moving averages, and the difference between retail and counter retail traders. By later on, may papakita ako sa inyo na mga simple strategy, actually simplified way, no, to trade the market, paano kayo magbabuy, paano kayo mag-sell, just by simply using technical analysis, no? So, may mga backtesting results tayo. Pwede ko ipakita sa inyo mamaya yan. Okay, anyway, if you have questions, guys, just let me chat nyo lang, no? Chat nyo lang dyan sa chat or kung saan man pwede kayo mag-type, no? Dyan kayo mag-chat, no? So, yan. Mukhang maraming mga nanonood so far, no? So, 26 viewers.
Yeah.
Hello, guys.
Yeah,
Ayun, may mga
27 going maaga pa. Usually
Alright,
we
maaga
usually
And
pa.
start our webinar mga 8 so maaga. So ngayon pauwi pa iba sigurado.
Yan. So,
Yeah, let's
there
go,
are
let's
some
go.
familiar names here, no? Yan. Shout out sa inyo. Yan. All right. So, first is that technical analysis. Let's first define technical analysis, guys. No? So, sa mga new ones, welcome, no? At least kahit papaano makaklarify natin kung ano ba itong technical analysis na ito. So, first, technical analysis. So, with technical analysis, this assists us, no, in trade selection. Okay, ibig sabihin niyan, guys, 'di ba? We have three different types of analysis. You have the technical, you have the fundamental, and you have the sentimental. Okay? So, there are sayings na you can't be successful, no? Hindi kayo pwede maging successful dito when you don't know one or two or at least the three types of analysis. So dapat marunong kayo sa technical, marunong kayo sa fundamental, at the same time marunong kayo sa sentimental. Yes, in a sense, no? Kumbaga pagdating sa sasakyan, no? Hindi naman pwedeng tumakbo ang isa sa sasakyan pag gulong lang. Syempre kailangan ng gas 'yan, kailangan ng manibela 'yan and so on. Now when it comes to the market, no? Pagdating sa analysis, dapat combine daw para at least you can be at least profitable, no? Kumbaga one step ahead to become, consistent and profitable dito sa trading. But that's just a theory, guys, no? Because based on my experience, no, and based also with some people I know in this industry for a very long time, no? Kahit papaano, they became successful just by using technical analysis alone.
Right.
Okay, and as said from here, it's just a standalone. You can use technical analysis as a standalone form of analysis. Ibig sabihin, you can trade the market, you can analyze the market, then you can trade the market um, without any like fundamental or sentimental combined with your technical analysis, right? Even mga expert advisors, no? Nakita ko sa parang ang tawag dito, merong short introduction diyan, yung parang prologue, ang tawag doon, short video, yung sa expert advisor nila, no? It says na meron 15 to 40% monthly return. And that expert advisor alone could just be maybe made up simply by having technical analysis in their chart, no? So in short, you can actually participate, you can actually trade, and you can be consistent and profitable just by using technical analysis. Hindi nyo kailangan maging, you don't need to complicate things. You don't need to have sophisticated system. You don't need to know the much more in depth to the point kailangan maging institutional kayo yung ganun level para lang kayo maging consistent and profitable in the market. No, even me myself, I can vouch, guys, na even technical analysis alone, you can still be consistent and profitable. Okay, and of course, there are pros and cons. Don't forget, may mga advantages and disadvantages yan. Okay? Now, when it comes to technical analysis also, no, it is, in theory, guys, it is based on market and human behavior. Ibig sabihin, guys, price goes up, price goes down because there's a demand, right? There is a supply. Supply beats the demand or demand beats the supply. Kaya nga tumataas or mababa yung presyo ng isang asset. Okay? Yung mga nangyayari sa isang bansa, no? Let's say there are mga policies, there are mga you call this one, let's say the fundamentals, okay? Fundamentals aside, or let's say political forces aside, kung sino man yung nananalong presidente, hence affecting the market, right? Like for example, Trump winning the presidency, alam natin na si Trump ay isang magaling na businessman, kaya nung na na tawag dito, nung after in-announce na okay, si Trump yung nanalong presidente, biglang lumipad or lumakas yung US dollar because they believe that Trump is a good businessman. So maganda
Mm.
mag-invest sa US. Hence, US dollar nga tumataas or lumalakas. 'Di ba? All of that, guys, if you're going to boil down it and if you're going to see right into the chart, no, makikita mo rin right away. Kumbaga, in theory, technical analysis, when it comes to the fundamentals, when it comes to the sentimentals, kumbaga, naka-priced in na siya. Okay? So, those fundamentals or those sentimentals or fundamentals, I may say, that's what we call the catalyst. Usually, yun lang yung kailangan para ma-fuel, para gumalaw yung market, umakyat man yan or bumaba. Okay? Kumbaga, andyan na siya. In theory, they believe na, okay, with past with past performance na ganito yung nangyayari sa market, let's say, for the past 5 years, nakikita natin nagre-ranging ang market. Then later on, after that 5 years, nag-trend pataas. Then ngayon, nakikita natin na nagre-range ulit. Then there's a possibility na pwede siyang mag-range ulit within 5 years. As in theory, technical analysis, remember, it's based on market and human behavior. We believe that history tends to repeat itself. That's technical analysis all about, no? So, yeah. Now, also, for those who are new, guys, of course, no, technical analysis is easier, no, compared doon sa mga fundamentals natin, at the same time doon sa sentimental analysis natin. Okay? And I said it tends to repeat history, right? So based on previous behavior of an instrument and with technical analysis, no, it results in great objectivity and control our emotions. Unlike with
Right.
fundamental analysis, guys, napakadaming reasons. For me, Don't get me wrong, guys. No, I utilize fundamental analysis. I use fundamental analysis. Actually, I need them for me to have a movement in the market. Kasi kung wala yan, sobrang tumal ng market. Sobrang mabagal, no? Lalo na I am a swing trader, no? I don't do scalp, I don't do, sometimes I do scalp, pero sobrang bihira lang. Tulad ng sabi ko kanina, 'di ba? Ano bang financial freedom for me? For me, financial freedom is not it's not just about, financially able na pwede kang, can make money. Na here and there, what's also important for me is yung time, no? Yung time freedom, yun yung financial freedom para sa akin. Now, when fundamental analysis in line, na kailangan ko maging, hardcore, parang mala institutional to know the what's happening, most likely projection of a country's economy, the GDP, the unemployments. Yes, may mga ideas ako dyan, but there are, what we call this discarte, no? And if you remember, just like what I've said earlier, kumbaga naka-priced in na yan. Yun yung mga paniniwala ng mga chartist, yung mga technical analyst natin, no? So, yung mga yan, yung mga catalyst na yan, usually kailangan lang matrigger yan, then later on the technical analysis upon projection, upon prediction, or upon speculation, kusa na lang siya nangyayari. Okay? Either way, take note, lahat naman ng mga trades natin, hindi naman yan guys naka-all in, no? Still naka-risk and money manage yan. So doesn't mean na we are 100% na sure, di ba? Na 100, o sabihin natin 101% sure na tayo na talagang akit ang presyo ng market, doesn't mean we are going to put all in. No. Still, we're going to observe risk and money manage. So, kailangan nyo rin tansyahin dyan yung effort nyo, paano kayo nag-analyze, paano kayo mag-execute, then the outcome, of course, kailangan pantay yan, or kumbaga, worth it, no? Yung effort na binibigay nyo sa outcome na gusto nyong makuha. Okay? So, yan. So, technical analysis, ito medyo ano na to, basic knowledge, but again, with technical analysis, we use charts, no, for interpretation. So technically, you as a trader who used your chart later on, this is a chart. This is what a chart looks like, no? Any traders who utilize this one, dito sila nag-analyze as it is, no? They are called as a technical analyst or a chartist, no? So Japanese candlesticks are the preferred choice, guys, because when it comes to charts, quick recap, no? Meron po tayong tatlong klase dyan. We have the Japanese candlesticks, you have the line graph, and you have the bar graph. So among the three, si Japanese candlestick chart ang ginagamit po natin. Bakit? It's because between these three, once again, si Japanese candlestick ang madaling maintindihan. No? Now, once we go into price action, alam po natin kung anong gustong ipahiwatig sa ating chart if you're going to focus on the Japanese candlestick. Like with the line graph or the bar graph, sobrang hirap. Okay? Now, with technical analysis, just like what I've said earlier, no, it assists us with trades selection. Okay, now, for example, when we are focusing in the forex market alone, no, alam natin na we are trading the euro, US dollar, and the gold. And the gold, ang MT5 will be the XAU, US dollar. So we know that the euro dollar and the gold is inversely correlated. Ibig sabihin, si euro dollar, pag tataas, yung projection natin dyan ay tataas yung kanyang value, then more or less, yung value ni gold babagsak. It's because we're talking about the US dollar. US dollar is the same currency na meron sa dalawa. Okay? Or in short, alam natin na kapag humihina ang US dollar, no, and we know that US dollar is the global reserve when it comes to the currency. So pag tumataas yung US dollar, more or less babagsak ang value ni gold. Vice versa, pag babagsak, ihina ang US dollar, lalakas yung value ni gold. Right? Now, with technical analysis, you can just see right away, guys. Not necessarily na euro dollar or the gold markets or the pound dollar or the Kiwi dollar or the Aussie dollar, no? You can see right away kung ano ba yung correlated or not. Just by looking from the quote itself, no? Alam nyo paano kayo anong market ang gusto nyong i-trade. Because as much as possible, you want to risk manage, right? Ano ba? Paano ba tayo nagre-risk manage? Risk management is not just about, 1 to 2% risk per trade. No. Risk management also, hedging is also considered as risk management. Ano pa? Diversifying or diversification is also considered as risk management. Now, with technical analysis, you could actually diversify. You can see right away, alam mo agad kung anong kukunin mong markets to trade on. Okay? Because with diversification, we make sure na hindi kayo magdodoble or magtitriple ng inyong risk. Right? Ganon din yung concept when it comes to hedging. But take note, again, each kind of strategy, hedging, diversification, all of that, may mga pros and cons din yan. So you also need to know that. Then how can you know that? Syempre, you need to, of course, experience it first, no? First-hand experience. Hindi sapat na okay sinasabi namin na okay, you need to you need to diversify, you need to hedge because ito yung possible na resulta pwede nyo gawin. No, you also need to see it through yourself. Kumbaga, you need to invest. Obviously, number one is to invest in knowledge, and not just that, you need to perform, you need to execute. Yun yung pinaka-importante dyan. Yung iba, yes, invest in knowledge, pero pagdating sa execution, no, kolelat. So hindi ka pa rin makaka-achieve ng success dito. So trading talaga, guys, talagang sinasabi ko, trading is not for all. Pero if meron kang tiyaga at meron kang disiplina sa sarili, then as said by Coach Lloyd earlier, no, it's financially rewarding. Okay, totoo yan. So yeah, so with technical analysis, it can be treated as a standalone form of analysis, just like what I've said, or in conjunction with another like fundamental and sentimental. Okay, now let's focus, guys, with the three different types of analysis. No, imagine natin, kumbaga pyramid yan. So si technical analysis, it could be, the base sa ilalim, and we know that's the very basic, right? It's the very kumbaga yan yung pinakamadali sa lahat. Follow to that will be the sentimental, and then next to that will be fundamental. Now, when it comes to being specific in the market, si fundamental analysis po ang nakakapaggawa niyan, no? With fundamental analysis, you can build up your more or less, no, your bias within the following weeks, months, years, and so on, for that region or for that country's economy, hence affecting their currency. No, kumbaga specific. Alam mo, no, kung gumaganda or pumapangit yung kanilang ekonomiya, hence affecting their currency, or kung ano man yung markets, majority yung hawak nila. Okay, it could be also their stock market. You can do that. So fundamental analysis. Then sentimental analysis, there are also ways, no, na how to identify the sentiments, kung medyo bullish ba or bearish ba yung isang market, risk on ba or risk off ang isang market. Then it comes to technical analysis na medyo general, no? Now, when doing technical analysis alone, no, you can still be consistent, you can still be profitable, but make sure na yung system or yung technical analysis nyo, syempre with technical analysis, you can build up a strategy, you can build up a system. You make sure na yung system ninyo ay profitable at consistent. And how can you do that? Syempre, you need to prove it. How can you prove it? You need to test it. You need to do your back testings, you need to do your forward testings. And from there, no, you can see na, okay, you have that positive long-term edge. Because if not, then more or less that system or strategy through technical analysis isn't working at all. So you need to tweak your systems, no? Kailangan yung palitan yung mga settings niyan, or maybe sa mga pinaggagawa ninyo may mga mali. Okay? And how can you do that? How can you check? How can you prove? Again, goes back to your testings, right? Then sentimental analysis and fundamental analysis. Now, if you're going to do fundamental analysis, let's say, or you're going to treat fundamental analysis as your standalone form of analysis in the market para kayo mag-trade sa market, then more or less, ang objective mo dyan will be more of a long term. Alright? It will be more of a long term. Ibig sabihin, not necessarily na kailangan nyo ng specific price to enter. Bakit? Because let's say for a very long term, bias nyo naman na bullish yung market. You just like to buy. Every market goes down. Every market gives you that dip. You just put in your buy, or your long. That's a good thing if you're trading in spot. But the problem here with the CFDs or leverage market, kung hindi kakayanin ng margin nyo, okay, automatically you are going to experience what we call yung pagsusunog ng inyong account or yung margin call. Okay, that is why ideally if you're trading for a very long term, no, maliban na you would like to enter conservatively with as much as possible minimal lot size, no, kasi long term projection nyo, every time market gives you that dip, kailangan kayang i-shoulder ng trade na yon yung possible risk niyo. Because if not, margin call, sunog, tiway ang inyong capital, wala. Okay? So how can you do that? How can you eliminate that? Paano natin maiiwasan yun? Kailangan yung taasan ang inyong capital. Alright? Next is yung sentimental analysis. Ganon din. Sentimental analysis, Not necessary kailangan objective pagdating sa charting nyo, hindi objective kailangan objective pagdating sa price, anong price kayo papasok ng long and short. Unlike with technical, you can be much more objective, no? When it comes to entering the market, anong price, anong target profits, anong stop loss compared with all others form of analysis, right? So yung mga expert advisors, EAs, they call it, or robots. Okay, it is also considered under as this one, no? Though may mga EAs na naka-program diyan na talagang kumbaga gumagamit siya ng mga fundamentals, or sometimes there are, upcoming high impact events. Minsan hindi nati-trigger, nakikita ng mga EAs na okay, may parating na high impact news. Off muna siya for how many hours, then later on magre-resume. So may mga ganun, no? So, yan. Anyway, okay, that's technical analysis. More of technical analysis pa rin if you're going to see that, no? EAs or robots. Now, when it comes to the combination, no, they are also called as the hybrids. They can be also dangerous, especially if you are inexperienced. So make sure have at least a sufficient amount of experience before po tayo maging, a hybrid. Kumbaga, before we go on to the next one, at least master muna tayo ng isa. We cannot be dito in life, no guys, sinasabi nga jack of all trades. Yes, maganda yung magiging, jack of all trades. Alam mo yung mga know-hows na mga bagay-bagay. But when it comes to trading, guys, being a jack of all trades is actually a recipe for, for you to become part of that 90 to 95% of
Mhm.
failing trader. No, guys, you cannot know everything, guys. No, you can know everything, but step by step, baby step, guys. Make sure before you're going to move on to the next one, make sure na meron kayong mastery sa isang topic, meron kayong mastery sa isang system, no? Before you're going to move on to the next one. Kasi at least once you have the mastery, let's say technical analysis, meron kayong mastery dito sa technical analysis alone. And for sure with that mastery, na-achieve nyo na yung consistency and profitability. Okay? Ano pang hihingilin nyo? 'Di ba? Meron na kayong consistency at saka meron na kayong profitability. Ano pang hihingin nyo? Syempre, knowledge, right? So you're going to move into fundamental analysis. Bakit? Gusto nyo ipang dagdag filters sa mga trades nyo para mas tumaas pang inyong win rate nyo, para mas tumaas ang pwede nyong i-risk. At the same time, mas tumaas ang makukuha ninyong reward, right? So at least mastery first, guys, before jumping into the next one. Yun yung ibig sabihin dito, guys. You don't want to be, know everything, then after that, kala mo ikaw yung pinaka the best, tapos after that, nasunugan ka, you're going to jump into the next one hanggang walang mastery nangyayari kasi wala. You're jumping, skipping all over the places at yun nga, walang mastery, walang consistency, walang profitability. That is trading all about, guys, no?
Very common to newbies, no? Looking for
Yes.
the all indicators that they will find in the in the indicator tab na
True.
hanapin, no? Nagja-jumble.
Yes.
Ako din, ikaw, 'di ba? Ganun din ako
Yeah,
before
we've
I
been
started.
through there. Totoo yan. We thought, like, for example, I am a newbie, no? Siyempre, ang una kong nakikita ko sa isang community na talagang, aba, mukhang ang saya dito, kumikita ng, ano to, mga 6 digits, 5 digits. Siyempre, ikaw, newbie ka, na hype ka, i-google mo ngayon, number one best winning strategies. Biglang may lumabas sa Google mo. Ngayon, in-apply mo. Binatuwa ka, after how many days, kumikita ka. Then, isipin mo for how many days or weeks or months kumikita ka. Then, on the next 5 seconds, imagine guys, pinagtyagaan nyo ng ilang araw ng week. On the next 5 seconds, nasunog lahat yung kinita nyo, di ba? So, in short, yun nga, walang holy grail, walang perfect strategy out there, guys. Talagang merong strategies, or I may say walang 100% ng winning strategies out there. All of the strategies out there, maybe what you know now, kahit basic yan or kahit simplified yan, lalo na kung na-master nyo yan, alam nyo yung mga strengths and weaknesses yan, you can actually tweak that one, no? Pwede nyo actually, kunwari kung programmer ka or kung magaling ka sa mga coding and stuff, you can actually make your very own, expert advisors and so on. The good thing about expert advisors is because The market or the system will trade itself mechanically. Ibig sabihin, eliminated na dyan yung mga emotions by which tayo as an individual, as a human being, di ba, nandyan pa rin yung emotion kahit papaano. So, doon nagkakatalo. Even you have a very good setup, sabihin natin, a very good analysis, let's say, aligned na lahat, kahit mga astrology, gamitin na natin lahat, no? Kumbaga, align na lahat. Pero kung hindi ka prepared, wala kang confidence, wala rin yan. Right? So, ganun din. Babagsak, babagsak, tatalo at matatalo lang tayo, no? Ito lagi kong sinasabi, guys, when it comes to trading. Ang pera, yes, it come and go. Kumbaga, nandyan siya, kinikita natin, tapos ginagastos din natin. Syempre, given yan eh. Tapos sabi natin, tinetrade natin, nasusunog natin. It's all fine, no? It's all good. It's part of the experience, no? But the problem here is yung oras na nasasayang kasi natin dito instead that you're already improving, 'di ba? You know things. You already know things. Alam niyo na ba yung mga do's and don'ts, pero pinipilit kasi natin, mina-mindset kasi kumbaga sabi nga nila mindset by mindset, 'di ba? Kailangan natin i-mindset, guys, na whatever is that you are doing, may chance yan eh. It's all about mastery. It's all about being consistent. And from that, makikita nyo yung strengths and the weaknesses. Then, if nakikita nyo yung strengths, push nyo yan, improve nyo yan. Kung nakikita nyo yung mga weaknesses, then try to eliminate those weaknesses. Paano nyo ma-filter out yung mga weaknesses na yan? Ganun lang kasimple ang trading. Pero syempre, with the mindsets of, gusto mabilis, yumaman, gusto maging milyonaryo kinabukasan, sa pangalawa may isang bansa na siya, then expect for the worst, guys, no? And of course, lagi ko rin sinasabi, have it realistic. Okay, have it realistic. Ano ibig sabihin nun? You don't want to make 1 million tapos ang invest nyo ay 10 piso. That's just sarcastic, guys, pero you get the point, right? Gusto nyo kumita ng milyones pero ang i-invest nyo 500 lang, 1,000. No. Lalo na, guys, no, for me, for example, lalo na I'm a full-time trader, right? For you, lagi ko nilalagay sa porsyento kasi there are months, I'm gonna be honest, guys, there are months na hindi ka kumikita. Yes, and you need to survive those months. Okay, sometimes pinaka longest drawdown ko will be 3 months. Within 3 months time, hindi ako kumikita, nasa break even lang, or sometimes talo ka kasi you're paying for the spreads, right? Now, make sure na within those drawdowns time na tinatawag namin or tinatawag ko, no, meron kang pang backup, no? Eh yung iba nga hindi nga umaabot ng 3 months, on the very minute sunog na agad. Eh what more if you would like to become a full-time trader and you want to have it realistic? Now, make sure a 2%, 5%, 10% gain, kayang-kaya ka ng sustentuhan yan within a month or two, mga ganyan. It goes about, having a business plan in general, maliban sa trade plan. Actually, trading is very huge, guys. No, hindi natin kayang, hindi natin kayang i-tackle lahat to. Pero technical analysis alone could help us do that, no? So yeah, actually technical analysis for me is the very root, no? Kumbaga, ito yung root, ito yung technical analysis, dyan na yung skills and everything. Once you know the in-depth of technical analysis, you can see the fundamentals in it, you can see the sentimentals in it. You can build up a business plan, not just a trade plan, of course, yung business plan, yung projection nyo after how many years, and gusto nyo maging full-time, how can you achieve that? It's all about the numbers, no? So how can you do that? Again, it goes back to the root, technical analysis. Okay, so yung technical analysis na alam natin, guys, is just by looking at the charts, price, candlesticks, support and resistance, technical indicators, MACD, Ichimoku, Kinko Hayo, RSI, ATR, lahat mga yan. Those are the basic technical analysis. No? Meron yung in-depth technical analysis. Kumbaga, pag naisa puso mo yung technical analysis, makikita mo yung mga, kumbaga, it branch out to be, paano ko ba sabihin to? Parang, hindi lang siya technical analysis eh. Kumbaga, there's a wonders inside this technical analysis, no? Not just about what we see plainly in our chart. Yes, literally that's technical analysis, pero if you're going to see in it much more in-depth, okay? Mas makikita nyo talaga kumbaga yung wonders or yung beauty or the science, no? Yun, the science inside this technical analysis. But unfortunately, yun nga, hindi natin kakayanin, hindi natin ma-discuss nga lahat given na we have just a short time. And I believe sana, no, makapag-ano tayo ulit, makapag-live no? Para at least meron tayong kaya ba natin makapag-thrive sa mga susunod natin para at least, there will be like a series or something like that. Feeling ko masaya yan, no?
Yeah,
So,
Tama,
basta
tama.
basta puwede ka.
Definitely.
sige, pag-uusapan natin yan para sa mga viewers dyan, no? So, yan. Anyway, so yan na nga, no? Technical analysis, we believe that they are repetitive in creatures or in terms of the behavior, it's repetitive because we believe as human beings, we are repetitive in creatures. Ibig sabihin, we live in a cycles, we live in a pattern. Obviously, sa gabi natutulog, sa umaga nagigising, naliligo, kumakain, pumapasok sa trabaho, and so on and so on. Now, when it comes to the financial market, it does the same. Bakit? It's because simply human beings drive the market up and down. Okay, we believe that the market moves in a cycle or in a pattern. Kumbaga, meron yang waves, meron yang cycles, meron yang emotions, just like with us, humans, right? Now, meaning that we repeat our patterns, particularly in the field of commerce and wealth distribution. All right. Now, it is a clear-cut approach, no, which can be tested and measured accurately. That's the good thing about technical analysis. Unlike fundamentals or sentimental, okay, kumbaga, between black and white, no, si fundamental and the sentimental, nandoon siya sa gitna. Kumbaga, nasa grayish siya. You cannot see which is accurate or which is not. Unlike with technical analysis, you can be much more objective, no? Kasi for example, fundamental analysis, no? Tapos sabihin natin when it comes to the, let's say, employment or let's say the GDP, yan. Pagdating sa GDP or sa mga monetary policy, increase of interest rates or decrease, sabihin natin walang change of data. So pag walang change of numbers or pag wala pong change of data yan, then papasok po tayo sa statement ng sasabihin ng kung sino man yung nagli-lead dyan or kung sino yung nagmamanage dyan. So usually yun yung mga central banks governors natin. So babasahin mo pa yung statement, iintindihin mo pa yung statement, no? Iko-comprehend mo pa ng maayos. Ano ba ang pinapahiwatig ng statement na to? Are they positive? Are they negative, bullish ba sila, bearish, dovish, hawkish. So medyo grayish siya, no? What if medyo kulela pa tayo sa comprehensive comprehension, sorry. So wala talaga tayong matutunan or wala tayong magagawa doon sa fundamental. So talagang mahirap siya. And not just that, you also need to consider other factors as well, no? Kung ano mang nangyayari, for example, yung nangyayari sa West versus the Russia, sinasabi ko ng West because it's not just all about, Ukraine anymore. It's already the West. Nakikita nila yung totoong or yung bigger picture na nangyayari dito. And dyan na, damay-damay na lahat. Yung petrodollar, di ba? Tingnan nyo. So, kumbaga, domino effect siya. Parang natitrigger na lang lahat-lahat. So, yan. It's much more to that. So, wala siyang clear. Hindi natin ma-measured accurately. Unlike with technical analysis, ano lang yung fino-focus nyo? Yung market cycles, yung emotions, anong pinapakita ng markets, support resistance, price action, and from there, together with your systems and strategy, you can actually measure them accurately. Okay? Even you're doing your, forward testings or yung back testings, no, you can actually do them accurately with technical analysis. Unlike with fundamental, you need to get the data and see, magbabasa, and kumbaga, there's subjectivity in it. Unlike with technical analysis, walang subjectivity. You can eliminate being subjective in the markets. No, you can go on and be much more objective, and from that you can be much more accurate, no? And I believe ito rin yung concept ng mga expert advisors natin. Kaya nga na-formulate yan, kaya nga ginawa nila yung expert advisors or EAs or robots kasi they can trigger the markets accurately. Lalo na kung magaling yung programmer, yung coder ng EAs na yan, right? Yan. And as said, it results in greater objectivity when done in a reactive manner. Now, ilang minutes na ba tayo? Time check nga tayo.
We're still at 8:17, so okay pa rin.
Alright, sige. So may dito, good evening po Coach Correlations. Technical analysis at world news sa nakaka sa market ginagamit ko sa trading. Yes, in a sense, no? Technically, kumbaga, let's have this in real life, no? Kunwari, you are in a company manufacturing umbrellas. no? Isa sa mga kumpanya gumagawa ng mga payong, raincoats, anything to cover you from rain, no? Now, dalawa lang 'yan. Is it you the person na gusto niyo makita yung upcoming weather forecast na more or less next week tag-ulan, next month tag-init, and so on, and from there doon kayo magbe-base ng inyong what you call this one, based ng production, or yun nga, production ng inyong mga payong, or ikaw yung taong you would like to go out and see kung sino talaga, ilan yung may hawak na payong, ilan ba yung bumibili ng mga payong, all of that. Okay? So, sa dalawang scenario na yan, isa dyan yung technical analyst at isa dyan yung fundamental analyst. Saan sa tingin nyo guys yung fundamental analyst dyan? Saan sa tingin nyo technical analyst? Obviously, when it comes to the data, when it comes to the statistics, predictions, and so on, no? That will be your fundamental analyst. While yung mga technical analyst, sila kumbaga yung nasa field, sila yung tumitingin, sila yung actual na nandyan, nakikita nila kung ano nangyayari sa market. And from there, they're going to do or whatever, no, anong gusto nilang decide, taasan man nila yung production nila paggawa ng payong or lelesen nila, yun yung technical analyst. Ganun din guys when it comes to the market. Yung chart, yun yung mismong field ninyo. Okay, kung anong pinapakita ng chart, kung anong pinapakita ng mga indicators, yun yung signal ninyo. While for the fundamentals or sentimentals, I may say, you need to know the data, see for the projections, and see what might happen, by which there's no 100% guarantee na mangyayari yun. Anything can happen, anything can be broken when it comes to the price in the market. Right? So,
Right.
yan. Now, in the screen, guys, is the famous bubble na meron tayo. Okay? So, we have the tulip mania since 1637. You have the dot-com boom since 2002. And the very latest one, syempre, pag nasa year 2022 na tayo ngayon, hindi na to bubble considered as a bubble. Pero if, for example, we're going to go back nung bandang 2017, papasok ng 2018, then we can consider that as a bubble. Okay? Bakit? Because way back 2017, no, nung patapos yung buwan, nakita natin na lumipad, nag-spike yung price ni Bitcoin. Umabot na siya almost $20,000 each. Okay? And during that time, no, sobrang taas ng price na yan. Pero magkano ng Bitcoin ngayon? Nasa 30K? Tama ba? The last time
Yeah,
I
around
checked, it was in
28, 30, yeah.
30K. Yeah, so yan. Sa ngayon, hindi na siya considered as a bubble. Pero if we're going to go, go back way 20, let's say January 2018, mako-consider natin siya, or later by this year 2017, consider natin siya as a bubble. Now, within this bubble, there is a cycle in it. Okay, so etong cycle na to, okay, I think hanggang dito na siguro muna tayo kasi medyo mahaba yan eh. So, sige, para at least meron tayong makuha sa live natin na yan, no? So when it comes to this cycle, I want you to understand na every market movements up or down, merong emotion na nangyayari or meron pong emotion na kasabay dyan. Okay? Not necessarily a bubble. Even let's say a market that moves sideways or a market moves uptrending, because if you're going to jump in a market at makikita nyo, let's say, ito, okay, this one right here, hanap tayo ng magandang market. Okay? Let's say this one. This is the euro dollar on the daily time frame since May this year, May last year, May 2021, downtrending ang euro dollar natin. Okay? Now, imagine this movement downwards, guys. May mga emotions na kasama dyan. Itong nakikita nyo, ito yung emotions or ito yung market cycle na tinatawag natin, kung saan dyan mo makikita yung mga emotions ng mga participants natin. No? It could be the buyers, it could be the sellers, depende kung ano yung trend ng market. Okay? Para mas maganda or mas madali nating i-imagine, no? Imagine we're looking right now at the Bitcoin. Okay? Way back let's sabihin natin 2016, okay? Yung mga nasa $1,000 pa siya. Hindi pa siya umabot ng 5 digits dollars. Let me know in the chat, guys. Sino nakahabol or ah sino nakasabay, no? Sino nakabili ng Bitcoin nung nasa $100 to $200 isa pa 'yan. Ako nabutan ko lang yung Bitcoin nung nasa bandang $200 na siya. Yan. So, hanggang $20 nga lang eh. Actually, hindi pa nga inabot ng $20. Nag-close position na ako. Siguro mga $10,000, $12,000 nag-close position. Eh, malay ko, umabot pa yan ng $60,000 isa. Di ba? So, yan.
Right.
Ibig sabihin, nung pag-akyat ng market, di ba, may kasamang emotions yan. Not necessarily, yun nga, Bitcoin way back before, alam natin bullish siya, alam natin siya uptrending. Etong market cycle na ito, it doesn't mean na or applicable lang siya sa market moving sideways. Because before market goes up or down, merong ganitong emotions na nangyayari. Dito nangyayari guys yung mga pullbacks na tinatawag natin. Dito nangyayari yung mga retracements natin. Yan. Okay? Now, especially if market is trending, etong emotions na to talagang nangyayari yan. Okay? Every time there's a retracement, obviously there is this kind of a movement. Mapapansin nyo guys na yung mga markets natin guys, no, na hindi siya tuloy-tuloy na umaakyat. Okay? Hindi siya tuloy-tuloy na umaakyat or bumabagsak. There will be a time na magbibigay siya ng movement na opposite sa trend. Let's say bullish market. It doesn't go forever up. Bumababa muna yan. Okay? Yun yung tinatawag nilang pullback, yung retracement, before siya aakyat at gagawa ng panibagong higher price, by which it is normal. And within those movement, ito yung pumapasok dyan. Okay? So balik tayo dito sa bubble na ito. Okay? Just like what I've said, no? Doesn't hindi lang siya applicable for the bubble, it is also applicable even in a trending market, and sometimes it is also applicable ito sa consolidating or ranging market. Now, if you can master this one guys, or kung naiintindihan ninyo ito, this is simply technical analysis, right? Paano ko nasabing technical analysis? Imagine this movement right here is your line graph. Or kung palitan ko man yan sa line graph, it could be your candlesticks, it could be your bar graph. No? Imagine this is just your candlesticks na naka-zoom out lang yan. No? Just right here, alone from the movement here, from the movement up here, and so on, makikita nyo dyan kung saan pumapasok yung mga smart money, institutional investors, kung saan nagpa-participate yung public, yung karamihan. And usually when we say public, these are the retail traders such as, no? Then later on, saan nagkaka-crash yung market. Now, as a trader, no, lalo na we are just a retail trader, no, we don't possess the majority when it comes to the funds that, that circulate in the forex market or whatever market is that. No, kahit sabihin natin whales ka, even institutional guys, no, lalo na when it comes to the forex market, they cannot, move the market or they cannot manipulate the market easily, no. Meron pa yung tinatawag nilang black swan and so on. So, yan. Okay, so try nyo i-google yan, yung mga black swan trading na yan, mga ganyang klaseng pake, no? Anyway, now when it comes to trading, lalo na sa atin, no, as a retail perspective, we want to be part of this smart money and institutional investors. Okay? Now, it's our job, guys, no, or it's our assignment ngayon to find a strategy that fits to this one. Okay? Kumbaga, you need to find a strategy na makakapag-spot or makakapag-identify na okay, itong movement na to, dito na pumapasok yung smart money or dito na pumapasok yung mga institutional investors natin. And from there, you're going to have the upper hand. Once the public will jump into that market, surely there will be a pump. It's either a pump or it's either a dump. Again, depending, as long you know how to spot the smart money or institutional investors, alam nyo kung saan sila nagpa-participate. Ibig sabihin, you are one step ahead from everything. Okay, you have a strategy for that. Then surely, guys, you can actually capitalize this movement right here. Yung mga public or yung mga retail traders kung saan maingay, no? Sila usually yung mga maiingay dyan sa mga forums and so on. Kung sino yung mga maiingay dyan, sila yung mga pumapasok dyan. Samantala, ikaw yung tahimik dito pa kayo nakapasok. Ikaw, nagko-close ka na ng mga profits ninyo, samantala sila, nagpapasok pa lang sila ng kanilang trades. So you need to have that skill set, guys. You need to know kung paano kayo pumasok, paano kayo maging one step ahead sa mga retail traders. Yun yung, kumbaga, assignment ninyo, guys, no? Kailangan nyo mahanap yan. And again, if you have a mastery, lalo na sa technical analysis, you can actually spot this kind of a movement. Okay? Again, not necessarily sa bubble. No, this could also be applicable sa market ranging or consolidating or even market trendings. No, pwede siyang gamitin. Okay, so may mga strategies tayo na pwede nating i-apply dito. Okay, I'm gonna show you a backtest, guys. No, backtest data. So here's a backtest data just for the month of January, guys. Okay? So this strategy is what I call yung counter retail strategy ko. Okay? So tinuturo natin to during our live with XM. So you can actually attend our sessions there, no? So by 9 p.m. meron po tayong live sa XM. So make sure na with your coaches there, no, na alam nyo na may live tayo doon. Okay, so these are two different types of same strategy, okay, same system used, which is for me the CRT, but different scenario, different trade management. On the left side, this is having one single target. On the right side, this is having two different targets. You have TP1, you have TP2. But again, this utilize technical analysis, a standalone form of analysis, no technical analysis. So technically may sistema tayo dyan, may strategy tayong ginamit dito, may mga indicators tayong ginagamit dito. So far, ito po yung binigay sa atin. Now, with a 1,000 US dollar capital minimum, with the system used right here, I could actually, okay, this is for the whole month of January, guys. So for the whole month of January, meron tayong 11 trades executed, 7 wins, 4 losses, giving me 63.64% rate. So here's my risk management stats or data, 2% risk per trade. And so far, okay, this is with this single target profit. Ibig sabihin, let's just focus with the risk management number one. Okay, ito lang yung lot sizes na pwede kong gawin. Okay, because if you're going to see here on the other side, meron po tayong, kunwari, dito focus tayo sa risk management number 4. With our risk management number 4, makikita nyo, dinivide lang natin yung 0.06 or 6 microlots into 2. That's two different 3 microlots. Okay? So, yun yung ginawa natin. The only thing here is that meron tayong multiple targets dito. Okay? So, there are proofs na ito yung ginawa natin. These are the backtesting. So, for example, this one, no? Copy-paste natin. Yan. So, for example, yan. This is simply technical analysis. Hindi lahat ng indicators meron tayo dyan. So, this is utilizing the RSI, the ATR right here. No, meron tayong divergence na hinahanap. You could see for overbought, oversold market. And take note with this backtesting results, no? This is just using one time frame alone. So, ibig sabihin, we're trading the system mechanically. Kumbaga, para tayong EA, nga lang, tao nga lang. No? Manual execution. So, yun yung nangyayari dyan. So, once again, ito nga, you can see here, we have a clean breakout right here. We have the moving average, price closing above, candle breaking high and closing, and so on. So that gives us our bias to take a long trade, ATR for the stop loss. So yun yung system na ginamit natin dito. And so far, even the same ang system na ginamit natin dyan, no? It gives us different number of trades, obviously, since this is, two trades at a time because we have two different targets. One target with 1:1 risk reward ratio. That's the original right here. That's 1:1. Then the other one target right here will be at least 1:2. So if we have a stop loss of 10 pips, ibig sabihin we have a target profit of 20 pips. Now, so far, kita nyo dito by the numbers, no? Yung una na may single target by which when it comes to the effortless lang to. Set and forget lang to, guys. Ibig sabihin, once you have the analysis, once you have the plan, you simply execute it. Yung stop loss as it is, yung target profit as it is. No? So you're just going to wait for the market, to hit your stop loss or your take profit. Yun lang gagawin nyo, set and forget. And usually, that's the way how I trade the market. No? So sobrang bihira lang yung monitoring time ko when it comes to trade the markets. Now, given this backtesting data, no, kita nyo, even I have a 63.64% win rate. Focus with the risk management number 1 because for me, I have 4 different types of risk management systems. Binigyan ako ng 7.3% gain and that is $73 for the month of January on the Euro-US dollar market alone using the system. Okay? 7.3% or sabihin natin $73 ang kinita ko dyan. Okay? So that is for this one. On the other one, binigyan ako ng 6.3. 6.3% for how many percent or win rate? 54.55% win rate. Now, tingnan nyo dito ngayon yung drawdown. Dito, meron akong 7, 8, or sabihin natin 3%. Tapos sa kabila naman, meron akong halos 3.75. Now, you also need to see here, no? This is how you test it. This is how you need, how you prove it, how a system, how your trade management will work if you're going to do this, if you're going to do that. No? So, ang daming pwedeng gawin. So far, based on this one, mas pipiliin ko ito. Okay? Yes, maraming or sabihin natin kahit papaano by the numbers, mataas yung win rate niya. Pero in terms of the effort, mas effortless gawin to kaysa yung ganito. Even let's say, don't see the RM1 kasi mag-iiba yung storya niyan. Si RM4 for this one, tapos RM1 for this one. Okay? Kasi pag RM1, ibang storya yan. Mas mataas ang gain natin dyan, obviously. Pero syempre, para equal, RM1 dito, RM4 dito. Kumbaga, yan yung focus natin dito. Okay? Now, so far, ang pinapakita dito, mas matimbang kapag si RM1 yung gagamitin, or sorry, pag si itong unang gagamitin ko compare dito. So I could eliminate these multiple trades with multiple targets by which for me, no, using the system matrabaho compared dito na single trade only tapos set and forget at kahit papaano kumikita siya for the whole month of January. Okay, so this is just some examples of backtesting results, guys, no, when it comes to the systems. All right? So yeah. So I'm afraid guys no, medyo paubos na tayo ng oras because yun nga meron pa tayong commitment with XM. Anyway, you can also watch me there guys sa XM. So before I believe we end our live with the group no, questions and answers tayo. Tama ba?
Yeah, we can
Yes, coach.
entertain some questions regarding your
Yan.
introduction to technical analysis. So,
So,
straight question coming from my end.
all
What
right.
is your system in terms of your like preference in terms of indicator that you use, and you also recommendation for newbies to start with?
Okay. So, ang unang tanong is anong system yung gamit ko? Tama ba? Tapos,
Yes.
ano ba ang mga indicators na gamit ko? So,
Mm-hmm.
usually, guys, I'm not that much of a fan when it comes to the technical indicators. Ano yung mga technical indicators na meron tayo? You have the moving average. Dito yung nakikita natin sa chart, no? You have the moving average right here. You have the RSI. You have the ATR. Not that much of a fan. Way before, no? Akala ko, ito mga indicators na ito, talagang kumbaga nakakatulong. But in fact, it's actually hindering my, my success rate or my performance when it comes to the market. Kasi for me, no, if I'm going to focus my trade na, okay, magbabay ako, magsasell ako because sinasabi ng RSI ko overbought, oversold, moving average ko kasi may crosses and so on. If I'm going to, decide my execution based on that, madidelay yung mga entry ko. Kaya at tulad ng sabi ko kanina sa mga market cycles, di ba? We need to find ourselves a strategy that gives us, the upper hand. Kumbaga, we are one step ahead sa iba. Because, trading is a zero-sum game. Hindi lahat dyan kumikita. For you to earn, kailangan may matalo dyan. Okay? And usually, yung mga natatalo dyan, yung mga late na pumapasok. Yung pera na pinasok nila for them to trade, it could be your profit kapag nag-take profit ka. Di ba? So, zero-sum game nga nila. So, you want to be part, or as much as possible, we want to have a system or a strategy na parang magiging smart money trader ka or ikaw sa magiging smart money or institutional traders ka. So, for me, I utilize market structure to spot those. No, a simple structure support and resistance can do that. And I am also a fan of what we call this Fibonacci's. No, so gumagamit ako ng Fibonacci's, and within Fibonacci's, there's advanced usage of the Fibonacci's. So dahil na pumapasok yung mga advanced pattern formations, the harmonics, if you're familiar with that. So yan po yung mga ginagamit kong systems. So yung mga indicators like the moving average, yan, yung mga APR, RSI, they could just be more of my added confluence. Okay? Ibig sabihin, pang filter or pang dagdag bias lang sa magiging position ko. Or if I'm looking for confirmation, I could utilize these indicators. Yan, like for example, yung mga RSI, divergence, as said, pwede ko yung dagdag confirmation. But more or less, I don't use yung mga technical indicators natin as my standalone form for me to decide kung magbabuy ba ako mag-short.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I still go on kung anong pinapakita ng price, kung anong pinapakita ng market structure sa akin. So in short,
Yeah.
I can do trading without these indicators, guys. All I need to do or all I need here is yung structures, the candlesticks, and yung Fibonacci. That's it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
to get what you're trying to say is newbies to started wants really to go back to basic and have
Yes,
the
that's true.
rooted foundation when it comes to market structure and and the basic of what they
Right.
say support and resistance, and not to look for the best holy grail indicator which is not there.
Yes, true. Correct.
Yeah, correct, no? Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Tama,
There's
Uh,
a,
tama.
mm,
may question
yes,
dito,
sir.
pre. Coach Mady, is there a way para makahingi sila ng copy ng backtest or how do you do your backtesting daw?
Okay. Is there what? Is there a way how
Yung
to
pinakita mo kanina, yeah, yung pinakita
this
mo
one,
kanina
this
Excel
na,
one?
file.
yeah,
Uh,
yung Excel file.
Uh, yeah. What can I do here?
may
Uh,
may 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 way ba na makihingi daw sila niyan?
May way ba para makuha nila to?
Oo,
makahingi sila ng parang ganyan so that
makihingi.
they can meron silang tool
Yeah,
to
sure.
use backtest themselves.
Yeah,
Ma-
sure. They can have a copy of this one. Message nyo lang nila ako sa Facebook page ko. Okay lang ba mag-promote?
Sige, go
Sure,
ahead, go
no
ahead.
problem. Go ahead, coach.
Yeah.
Sige.
You earned that.
So, guys, for those who are, interested with this, you can have a copy of this one. Message nyo lang ako dito. Ah, nahiya kasi ako sa page ninyo eh. Anyway.
Hindi, it's okay, it's okay.
You can follow me here,
Uh, uh,
TFXS by Mady Daji. You can message me here. Sabihin nyo lang na galing kayo sa live ni Wise Investors PH, no? And have a copy of the journal na pinakita ko sa inyo dito. You can have a
yeah.
copy of this one, so no problem. You can do your back testing. You can have a copy of this format, or you template nito mismo. So you can do your testings, or you can actually utilize this as your own journal. Actually, binibigay natin to even doon sa XM Live natin eh. Okay.
Ayun.
All right.
Anyway, this one right here is still a work in progress if you ask me. Pero even it's still a work in progress, guys, this is already, functional. Pwede niyo na siyang gamitin. Kumbaga, if I have a 100% complete rate, no, mga nasa 20% pa rin siya. Hindi pa to yung kumbaga dream journal na gusto kong gawin. So, everything you see here, guys, this is from scratch. Automatically, nag-ano to, nagka-calculate ano ba yung lot sizing, ideal lot size, if you're going to risk 1%, for example, if you have this kind of capital. So, yan, actually, dinidiscuss natin yan sa live natin. So, anyway, you can have a copy of this one, so don't worry. Message nyo lang
Okay.
ako dito, guys. Yan.
Yan.
All right.
TFXS by Mady Jaji. Please follow him, guys, as
Yes.
well. Yan. All right, so
Yan,
follow up to
yan.
your question, sir, regarding dun sa slide mo about the market cycle. Can you go back to
Mm,
that?
this one.
Ayan. So, all right. So, I want to route into that kasi different profile, no? Different profile means different stroke. So, that the other way, the institutional, the smart
Okay.
money. Yeah, there you go. So, I think kung magano din dyan, yung what kind of strategy ginagamit mo since you're doing a mid to long term? Saan ka pumapasok dyan during the sideways, the takeoff? Or during the momentum already?
Yeah, di ba,
And which one
just
are you recommending for traders
yeah.
to start sa
Yeah,
market
just like
cycle?
what I've said earlier, right? This one hindi lang siya applicable for a bubble. It is also applicable even market that is ranging or soon to trend. And obviously, kapag magte-trend ang market, it came from a ranging market, then breakout, then trend, right? So
Right.
usually nagte-trend lang or before nag-trend, syempre may breakout. And there's a reason kung bakit nagkakaroon ng breakout. It's either may mga volume na pumasok dyan, umalis siya sa mga ranging movement niya kung saan lang stuck yung price, right? So as much as possible, upon creating our bias, bullish man or bearish, we want to enter at a price kung saan as much as possible because we're looking at our ideal stop loss here. We want to see
Mhm.
if the market will fail to perform, let's say, based on the systems or the strategies na ginagamit natin, na prove at na-test natin yan na okay, this will be your strategy, your personal holy grail. But again, there's no holy grail. Pero you get the point, no? This will be your positive long-term edge. Now, you prove na this would be your edge at nakita nyo this would be your ideal stop loss. You want to enter at a price kung saan sa tingin ninyo, if you have a bullish bias, you want to enter at a price kung saan sa tingin nyo kapag lumipad yan, na nakakapitalize niyo yan, nakukuha nyo or na-mature nyo yung market na yan. Kasi yan yung tinatawag natin, not necessarily the home run trade, no? That will be your one at a time trade because with that kind of setup, pumapasok dyan yung tinatawag nating positive risk reward ratio. Now, with a very good stop loss placement and a very rewarding take profit, bumabagsak tayo sa mga 1:2 or 1:5 risk reward ratio, for example, right? Now, with that kind of risk reward ratio, even you don't have a very good win rate or success rate, or sabihin na lang natin 1:2, no? Or sabihin natin 1:10 na lang, no? Para madaling i-calculate. Ibig sabihin you're risking $100 for a profit of $1,000. No? Just imagine, 1:10. Even 10% lang ang inyong success rate. Ibig sabihin, out of 10 trades, isa lang yung panalo nyo sa ganong klaseng setup, you are still going to make money out from that market. That is why, ideally, you want to buy at a lower price or sell at a higher price. Ganun lang naman yun eh. Okay? May
Right.
mga strategies na nagbibigay buy at a higher price, sell at a lower price. And usually that kind of strategy falls off under breakout trading or breakout strategy. But when it comes to that kind of strategy, medyo yun nga, 50-50 yung risk reward ratio. It's all about the risk reward ratios actually. Yun.
Mm-mm.
So, yun yung sasabi ko, assignment natin is to find a very good system or strategy that gives us a very good risk-reward ratio. Yun yung gusto ko i-point out doon.
Yan.
Yeah.
And also, I think din kasi to follow up with your question, so since you're trading in different market cycle, I think si Sir Lloyd is more into the position trading or the bottom picking. Sir Lloyd, tama?
Yes,
Yeah.
tama.
Oo.
More or
Oo.
less similar with Coach Mady's strategy. Yung pinapakita niya kanina, naghahanap ng mga supports, even RSI divergences. He just uses ATRs. Yung akin naman, Bollinger Bands. Technically, it's more or less the same strategy kung saan we try to position ourselves when the market is starting to do, before siya mag-rally talaga. There are telltale signals that the market gives you on the bottoms. Let's say, for example, kahit pababa yung mga presyo, RSIs are starting to go up. RSI is a momentum indicator. So kahit na pababa or pa sideways yung supports natin yung presyo, but RSI is telling us that their momentum is already building up. There's already buying there. That is the smart money that we're looking for. So that is where
Mhm.
usually sa stock market ako pumapasok. I stay away from the boom, or as much as possible inuunahan ko yung mga institutional investors.
Mhm.
And that is applicable also, which is what we're using in our EA John, diba?
Yes, definitely.
Mm.
Definitely, yes. All right, let's entertain some question, Jesse, if you want to. You want to read this one? So, is
Alright.
your moving average 200, no? Tama, Jess, no? Ito ba? Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Ito, Sir
Yes.
Maddie.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
Moving
the
average and
moving average here earlier was 200 EMA. But again, when it comes to the moving average, yeah, it can be any numbers. But in terms of popularity, kasi 200 moving average yung ginagamit eh. So usually institutional levels, yeah, 200 moving average yung popular ones. Then next to that will be 100, then the 50 and the 20s or the 10s ang sunod dyan. Pero again, as like I've said earlier, no, I don't decide what to trade, what to buy, what to sell based on the moving average or so on. I am more on, simple, naked trading nga. May nagsabi dito eh. In short, parang naked trading. Yes, parang ganyan. And more on
Mhm.
the structure, more on the support resistance. Dagdag nga lang Fibonacci's, yun lang.
Yeah. All right.
Right. There's a good question right here. If this is from Terces still. If ganyan po ang rationale ng trade natin, coach, then better po na FA muna, fundamental analysis muna, to know which pair is likely to trend in a medium to long term, then confirm na lang natin ang sentiments ng market via price action and enter when technical analysis confirm aligns to the direction of bias of the FA report. And that's a
Yeah.
question.
Actually, that's a very good question, no? Ano man
Yes.
sabi ko kanina about FA? Again, when it comes to FA, hindi kasi sapat na yung nakikita mo. For example, currently for the first Friday of the month, sakto-sakto next week, we have, actually this week pala, we have the first Friday of the month. So ano bang nangyayari sa first Friday of the month? That is what we call the traders Christmas party. No, just kidding. Sinasabi lang nilang Christmas party kasi dyan usually nagkakaroon ng make or break sa market. Ibig sabihin may volume na papasok, and usually the first Friday of the month, that is the NFP or the non-farm payroll pagdating sa US. So US dollar is the currency affected here, but since it is US dollar, we consider US dollar as our global reserve. So obviously para siyang domino or nagmi-mirror siya. If there is a movement in the US dollar, surely other currencies as well, even not that's not directly tied up with the US dollar, magkakaroon ng movement. So in short, my trade, my opportunity. Okay?
Right.
Now, when it comes to the fundamental analysis, you just don't need to consider again kung ano ba yung, let's say, may mga leading indicators kasi, may mga lagging indicators kasi. So dyan pwede pasukin yung mga GDPs, the stock market, retail sales, unemployment, and you name it. Fundamental analysis is, for me, it's not just about the employment rates, no? You need to weigh in. Okay? Kailangan nyo timbangin. Kung may scoring yan. Okay, maganda sa employment. Maganda ba sa retail sales? Maganda ba sa stock market? If yes, so dito siya sa positive side and so on. And from there, you're going to build up a bias. Right? From that bias alone, or before coming up with a bias, titingnan nyo, syempre, yung effort na nilagay ninyo dyan. Okay? Remember guys, ang mantra ko when it comes to trading financially freedom, it's not just about financially able, but of course, time-abled ako. Kaya kong gawin ko anong gusto kong gawin sa buhay. Now, if I am trading the market based on, let's say, fundamental, and it will take minutes and hours to come up with just a bias, all right? May bias ka na. Then you're going to put in your technical analysis. Now, the question comes to this one. 101% ba na mangyayari yung bias nyo at saka yung technical analysis nyo combine ng 101% ba na mangyayari yon na talagang, let's say, all around, or let's say all over whatever you've done, lahat sabihin natin it's pointing upwards, bullish bias. Now the question is that 100% ba na it will be bullish? Of course, it would be not, right? Because anything that could happen within a minute or within a second before, let's say, a catalyst, it could reverse. Now, what is frustrating here is that you've done the hard part, you've done the efforts and everything, you've come up with a bias. And ang masaklap pa dyan, hindi po tayo nag-risk manage kasi alam natin we are 101% sure kuno na bullish ang market. Pero ang pinapakita sa chart natin, bearish. So what happened? 'Di ba? So, it's frustrating. The effort you've made, the energy you invested, the funds that you invested, wala pa kayong risk manage because you believe na
Right.
within that
Mm.
one in a million trade, nag-align ng lahat, ginamitan mo na ng astrology at lahat-lahat pa, pero opposite pa rin ang nangyari sa market. That is
Right.
what is really frustrating, right? So, with technical analysis for me and fundamental analysis as my catalyst, you could actually adjust. You could scalp the market using fundamental analysis or having a bias. But rest assured, or along that ginagawa nyo, even you're doing technical analysis alone and use or utilizing them, or let's say hybrid ka, nagre-risk manage pa rin kayo, no? For
Right.
me, technical analysis, no, based on my experience, just like what I've said, no, or hindi lang naman ako nagsasabi niyan, eh, lahat ng mga chartists or yung mga hardcore technical analysts natin dyan, even within the institutional, there are proven individuals that who became millionaire, billionaires in trading just using technical analysis. Dyan, you can search them guys in the internet, makikita nyo na talagang technical analysis. That's why hindi lang CFA ang what you call this one, hindi lang CFA ang degree na nakukuha when it comes to trading the market. Meron din tinatawag na
Right.
mga technicians or CMP, and there's a reason for that, no? So yeah, again, it boils down, guys. If it works for you, it works for you. Kumbaga, each on its own. Kumbaga, parang ganyan, no? There
Right.
are people who really loves fundamentals. Then on the side, si TA. There are people who really loves TA alone. There are people who loves both. And again, mix of personalities, mix of attitude. May mga taong tamad, tulad ko, tamad ako guys. So when it comes to yung statements, lalo na pag walang change of data, magbabasa ka pa, magko-comprehend ka pa, so talagang kailangan mo mag-exert ng effort to do so para malaman yung bias, di ba? So mahirap.
Yeah.
At the end, what is important is that consistent ka, consistent ka, alam mo saan ka nagiging consistent, and from that nakikita nyo may resulta, right? And from
Right.
that alam mo kung bakit ka nakaka-achieve ng ganyang resulta, it's because of you being consistent. Then how can you be consistent if you are all over the places, right? Again, you do you. If you're profitable with that, you do that. If not, then you need to change, right? You need to change some, setups or things. Yan. Yan. All right.
Yan.
All right.
That's a very, very good insight. Yeah. Go ahead. Hmm.
Yeah,
So,
just to add to that point, para further says tunay, yeah. I understand sa stocks, well, majority of us starts in stocks. Fundamental analysis is very important.
Yes po, gusto pala akong sabihin. When it comes to the stock markets, yes, it's a different story.
Right, right,
Of
true.
course, you need to know the company's background, their vision, their mission,
Right.
5 years, 10 years from now. But again, we cannot guarantee the future, right?
Right.
Ang daming stocks, or not necessarily the stock markets. We can actually, jump into the cryptocurrency world, marami nagpapa-ICO. Kasi pag sa stock market, marami nagpapa-IPO, right? Sa
Right.
cryptocurrency, marami nagpapa-ICO. So, yan, promising yung mga kanilang, what call this one? Promising yung mga kanilang projects here and there. A very good example would be the Luna, right? If you're familiar with the Luna. So, recently, may commotion dyan, may issues dyan, maraming nag-suicide because of that. Because what happened? Even how good the fundamentals are, pero because of the people behind the company, within just a snap of a finger, biglang bumagsak yung market. Hindi naman bagsak like bigla-bigla. It actually took 3 weeks before bumagsak, before nag-negative 100% almost. Pero ang nakakalungkot dito is yung suicidal rate, yun nga because of the trading. Again, because in the
Right.
future, you cannot guarantee anything. That's the good thing. That's the thing here when it comes to trading. So, yun yung frustrating when it comes to the fundamental. And that's for me. Yan.
True. At sa Izanagi nga, 'di ba John? Iniiwasan natin yung mga news nga because it creates volatility and it's very unpredictable. Kahit maganda yung news, you don't really know where the market will go, how the market will
yeah.
react.
Yeah.
So we
True.
avoid those
Mm.
volatile moments, and that's the fundamental analysis. So the good news, maganda ang news, but the
Tapos
fundamentals
nakakomit
good,
na
but the
tayo
market's
against
still
it.
the
Masakit
market's
yun.
still unpredictable. So
Okay.
iniiwasan namin yung mga ganon, especially sa forex. So
Yeah.
we lean more into technical analysis when it comes to forex, just to make things clear.
Agree. Hmm.
Yes.
Agree.
Well, that's true. Each on its own nga. May mga pros and cons din naman talaga yan eh.
Right.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's also JC, you want to take on this? Yan.
Ayun, may
Sorry.
question pa from,
Ah, yan.
from Eman Despi. Your ideal time frame when looking to a chart.
Yeah, and
Ideal
your
time frame.
recommendation as well. Anong time frame ginagamit mo daw?
Okay. Anong time frame yung gamit ko? Usually, I am, it depends, no, kung anong style mo. Kasi there are 4 types, right? There are scalping, there are day traders, there are positions, there are swing. So, I'm more of a person na medyo, not necessarily like tamad-tamad. Kasi pag tamad, tulog ka buong araw eh. In a sense, when I'm going to analyze the market, right, mabilis ang analyze. Bigay kayo ng market. Let's say Bitcoin. Saan yung Bitcoin natin dito? Or let's say sabihin natin gold. Yan. Okay? No, just by looking at this chart, at obviously nakikita nyo dito, I actually start in a higher time frames, no? And as said, more of a swing trader to position trader ako kaysa mag day trade ako or mag scalp, because my attitude is that the more I invest my time, the more lumalaki yung monitoring time ko sa market. Nangangati yung kamay ko eh. Like, I need to trade right here, right now. So, that's the problem for me. And that's also one of the recipe para maging kolela tayo sa trading, di ba? Wala tayong disiplina. Sometimes, kahit wala naman tayong viable trades, pinipilit lang natin ang trades because for the sake of money, kuno, ito, mukhang viable trade naman to. Yan pala, wala naman pala sa trade plan. So, that is why, when it comes to the time frames, I stick kung anong klaseng trader ako. So, I am swing trader, more of a swing trader, sometimes position trader kasi tumatagal ng ilang araw or ilang linggo or sometimes months yung mga trades ko, no? So, I start at least that daily time frame. Yan. Then I utilize top-down analysis, hour 4 to hour 1. Pag wala pa ako nakikita sa hour 1, sometimes if I can, sinasabayan ko yung mga balita. And usually, pag sa akin kasi pag may balita, lalo na pag high impact yan, there will be a random volatility in the market. Sometimes sinasabayan ko yan. But usually, ang pinakamababang time frame na pwede ko nang gamitin will be M15. Okay? D1, then top-down analysis to H4 to H1. Pag wala pa akong makita sa H1, then saka po ako mag-M15. So technically, I have only three favorites when it comes to the time frame, H1, H4, D1. Pag wala pa akong makita sa D1, then later on, I jump to the weekly to see my directional bias or the overall picture ng market just by looking at the chart or just looking at the market structure. Parang kunwari, ganito sa gold. Obviously, for the past, I don't know, 2 years, 2022 up to date, kita nyo, ranging lang yung market. And currently, this
Mhm.
week, even for the past 3 weeks, if you're going to understand this, we are in this bottom area right here. Kumbaga, meron tayong structure support dito. So, dalawa lang yan. It's either this right here will be a bounce. So, if that's a bias, then there's a bullish movement. Then, maghahanap tayo ng bullish setup sa daily or sa H4. Yan. That's on the weekly. If you're looking na there will be a retest of this structure right here giving you a possible double bottom, then maghanap tayo ng structure na pwede tayong mag-sell, habulin natin yung movement na to. Or wait, mag-buy, hintayin lang natin yung pagbaba nito. Those are the ifs. Okay, so yun yung mga pwede natin gawin dito. So yun yung time frames. And the good thing about higher time frame, again, less monitoring, hence swing trading nga ako. Tapos, kumbaga, quality trade, no, compared sa quantity trade. But the problem here is that the way how I trade the market, every time I'm going to trade, let's say dito, magbabay ako dyan or dito, ang stop loss ko hindi depende. Sometimes tight or sometimes it comes with a buffer. So when it comes to a buffer, so sometimes I'm going to risk 100 pips to 200, 500 pips, depende sa market. Eh makakati-kati yan pag let's say 500
Laki-laki
100
size mo.
pips, no? Or 500 pips stop loss, right? With one micro lot, that is $50 risk. With the very smallest lot size you could trade, for example, one micro lot, $50 trade lang yun. Eh, yung disadvantage, how long are you going to hold that trade? Again, so yun yung mga kailangan natin itimbang, kailangan natin makita. Kung worth it ba, yung waiting time, yung execution, yung effort, all of that. Di ba? So, it goes back to the fundamental analysis, di ba? Yes, fundamental analysis in a sense, hindi naman ako naghahalatang hater ng fundamental. No, guys, hindi ako hater ng fundamental analysis.
Ah,
Um, I just hate how people compared two different analysis. Kasi iba naman
correct.
ng fundamental, iba naman ng technical analysis. You can
Agree.
be both. You can be both. You can be profitable. May mga kilala akong fundamental, hindi naman kumikita. May kilala akong technical na hindi kumikita. May kilala akong hybrid na hindi rin kumikita. Di ba? So, at
Mm.
the end of the day, equal. Pare-pareho tayong lahat. And that's the good thing about when it comes to the market. Magpasalamat tayo na walang kumikita kasi yung mga hindi kumikita, guys, yan yung kinikita ng mga profitable. Take note of that, no? It's a zero-sum game. Take note, no? So, kahit paano magpasalamat tayo sa ganyan. So,
Ah,
when it comes to those, dyan bumabalik nga yung effort, yung energy. Imagine, guys, no? I have all the data, nanonood ako ng balita, nagbabasa ko ng statement, I'm trading the market. I try to scout the market using my long-term bias based on the fundamental. Tapos iti-trade mo minute 1, minute 5. It doesn't make sense, guys. No? It doesn't make sense. That is why you're using fundamental to project long-term or mid to long-term, bias. Tapos you're trading it for a short term, doesn't make sense. Or sabihin
correct.
natin, sige, you're trading it for a mid to the long term, pero magkano yung kinita nyo? $2, $10, $5 for that kind of effort? You need to change the setup, guys. And what's frustrating, hindi ka pa kumikita, di ba? So, yun yung kailangan nating baguhin, guys. Yan.
Yeah, correct. 'Di ba?
Yan.
Madaming tinamaan dun, sir. 'Di ba? Oo.
Yeah.
Sir Lloyd,
Nakaka-relate
do you
kasi
have
tayo dyan.
nakarelate.
Sabi ni
Maraming
Eman, ouch
nakarelate.
eh, ouch.
Ouch daw, ouch. Yeah nga eh. Do you have any
Yan.
question on that, Sir Lloyd? On that, actually, that's a
Not
very
none
good
so
one eh.
far. Okay na, yeah.
Yeah, okay, specifically dun sinabi mo, sir, na there are people who hate fundamental analysis. There are people who hate technical analysis. What are your advice to this kinds of person?
Una, don't hate. Not lang, guys.
uh,
That's actually the wonders of, kung meron nga tayo 7 wonders sa mundo, sabihin natin 100 wonders when it comes to the financial markets. No, this is actually the beauty of trading. guys, kung isipin nyo guys, kung lahat tayo pare-pareho, iniisip pare-pareho yung tayong ginagawa. Sa tingin nyo ba kumikita yung kumikita or natatalo yung tumatalo? Hindi guys. Kaya nga may kumikita kasi may natatalo. Ganun din, kaya tayo natatalo kasi may kumikita. Now, if you hate those traders who are siguro kumikita, kasi siguro talunan ka. Yun lang yung nakikita kong ano doon eh. Siguro talunan ka, kaya ka na-hate mo yung mga taong gumagawa ng mga bagay na sa tingin yung hindi nyo kayang gawin. Pero kung tutusin
Ah,
guys, kayang-kaya yung gawin. Kung sila nga kaya nilang gawin, tayo pa nga, no? Kailangan lang ng passion. Yun lang. Unang-una, you need to build up a passion, lalo na if you would like to become, full-time in this field. Sooner or later, gusto you mag-manage ng accounts, million-million, ganyan. You need to be passionable sa ginagawa ninyo. And I believe for those who have the passion, sila yung nag-exert ng effort, sila yung nag-invest ng oras, sila yung gumagawa ng paraan para mas nag-i-improve, no? Day by day, minutes by minutes. But we make sure na talagang may improvement yan. But doesn't
Right.
mean when it comes to improvement, you need to know everything, no? Kasi when I say everything, dapat alam mo technical, alam mo fundamental, alam mo sentimental. No.
agree.
You need to have the mastery and see within that mastery kung talagang you can be consistent first. Then if you have consistency, lagi kong sinasabi, after consistency comes the profitability. Now, if you have that, then you can improve more. Diba? Kasi guys, yung pagiging profitable, let's say you can be profitable just for now, for how many days, pero pag yung consistency nyo medyo on and off, hindi nyo makikita ngayon or kung baga sa pagbabalik tayo babalik tayo sa effort or babalik tayo sa proseso, hindi nyo makikita anong ginawa ninyo para ma-achieve ninyo yung ganong klaseng outcome. Bakit? Kasi wala tayong consistency. So at least be consistent whatever you are doing, fundamental, technical. No hate guys, no? Kasi kung kumikita ka naman talaga dyan, pasalamat ka sa mga taong opposite yung ginagawa sa'yo. Kung nagbabay ka, nagsesell sila, kumikita ka, then alam mo, you are in the, you're in the right position, you're in the right boat, kumikita ka, tapos sila hindi. Kasi kung pare-pareho lahat, then walang kumikita, walang natatalo sa
Tama.
atin. Yeah, that's the
Yan.
wonders. That's the beauty. That's the science of the financial market trading in general. Yan.
Right.
Agree.
Consistent
Great,
daw
great
sila pero
answer.
consistent natatalo. So,
Ah.
ibahin
Okay,
natin muna yan.
Yun
Anyways.
kasi
hindi,
yun kasi yung parang
yung,
dilemma eh. 'Di ba?
yung
Even in stock
consistent,
market, 'di ba? Oh,
hmm,
sige, go ahead, sir.
Hmm.
Sorry, go ahead.
yung sinasabi nilang consistent sila pero consistent natatalo, may tweak dyan guys. If sa
Oo.
tingin ninyo consistent kayo natatalo, do the opposite. Siguro
Short sell
mag-iiba
nyo.
yung process niya.
Short
If
sell nyo na.
if your system is telling you to buy,
Is
instead of
short sell
buying,
nyo.
short kayo. Ganun lang. Baka mag-iiba yung resulta. Di ba? Ganun
Grabe
lang
talaga,
yun.
no? Oo. Alam mo, invite
Yes.
natin yun sa live. Turo siya. Pag ako dito bumili, mag-sell kayo.
Those are your indicator. Kumbaga,
Yeah, no. Correct, correct,
consistent
correct.
trader tas naging gusto yung talo.
All right, sir.
Yeah.
Any last words for our dear audience tonight? And also from announcement from XM, if you have any.
All right, so I believe no meron tayong ongoing promo with XM, no? So you can go sa website and I believe i-ano din ata dito, no? I-discuss yung ongoing promo, tama ba? Before we
Yeah,
end.
I have a few slides on that. Pero sige, go ahead,
Yan.
sir. If you want to, meron ka.
So, yan
May
guys,
idea.
since you're trading, no, sa mga nagte-trade, since you're already trading, try nyo din trade to guys, no? Kahit pa paano, kumikita ka na, mamaya, swerte ka pa, manalo ka pa sa mga pa-premyo dyan, no? So, yan. Yun lang yung pinopromote natin, the ongoing promo. Then, of course, yung daily live natin sa XM, no? You can actually watch me sa XM live natin from Monday to Friday. So, tatlo kami dyan nagto-talk, no? You have me, you have Coach Richard, and you have Coach Jonathan who talks. Sila nag-alternate. Ako medyo kayod kalabaw. Araw-araw, napapagod ako eh. Medyo may break time because of this one. So, you can watch me there, but it's a pre-recorded session. So, yan. You can visit the website or actually may email kayong matatanggap. Yan. The link is in there. The details is in there. So, yan. Kita-kits tayo sa live ni XM. No? And of
Alright.
course, dito sa mga, yan, sa inyo. Dito kay Wise Investor Speech. No? So,
And
gusto ko
Financial
sabihin, not
Freedom
for you
101.
having me, by the way.
Mm.
Yan.
Mm. Yeah. Yun. Again, Sir Lloyd, ikaw na siguro si Jesse and Sir Lloyd, kayo na mag-thank you kay Sir to
Yes.
close
Yeah.
his
Thank you so
session.
much.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Yeah.
thank you for having
Coach
me too.
Madi, hope we can see you again soon. Hopefully may oras ulit kayo. Thank you so much kahit alam namin
Yeah.
napaka-busy nyo. You spent time with us. And in behalf of the audience, I received some messages na sobrang dami doon na natutunan. So thank you so much. Hope that we can see you again next time.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Looking forward to, guys.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you
Thanks,
so
Coach.
much.
Thank you.
Look,
All
see you,
right.
see
Bye
you,
bye,
see you on
guys.
bye bye. So
All right.
guys, oh, wag mo na kayong aalis, of course, no? Sir Lloyd, you want to also with our audience regarding our Izanagis
Oh,
automated
yes.
trading? Yan, 'di ba? Sige,
Yeah.
go ahead.
So, yan, yung mga tinuro ni Coach Madi kanina, especially that he was giving hints. Hindi I haven't seen Coach Madi's trading system really just yet, pero yung pinakita niya yung backtesting niya, yung technical analysis niya. I can relate because yung pinakita niya was position trading, right? He goes for the bottom, nagpo-position siya for how many minsan nga daw 3 months umaabot yung negative niya, 'di ba?
Mm.
No hold niya. So it's mid to long term position trader, which I can totally relate. And speaking of mid to long term position trading, yung trading system namin na yan, we made it automated. So I know you're watching us right now, you're trying to learn, but sa years na experience na pagtuturo namin ni John, we know that trading is not for everyone, right? If you're striving right now and if you're really dedicated to learn trading, then very good. But hindi po siya para sa lahat. And sadly, if ever ganun, noon we think that yung teaching namin nasasayang. But there is a way for us to share our knowledge to you guys na kahit hindi na kayo mag-learn mag-trade, which is through our automated trading, which is Izanagi. Okay? So habang nag-aaral kayo, this is also an option. Habang nag-aaral kayo, we strongly recommend na wag ninyong ite-trade muna ang totoong pera ninyo. It will take you around a year or two. Me, it took me 2 years. Most probably, mas mabilis na sa inyo kasi may nagko-coach na sa inyo tulad namin. So, it took me 2 years before I learned and I was profitable in trading. So we strongly recommend wag niyo munang gagamitin ang pera ninyo in learning how to trade. Okay? Learn how to trade by um, doing practice trading. Marami tayong mga pwedeng ipag-practice trading dyan. But so that you can still take advantage of the market, on the side, yung pera ninyo, ilagay niyo po sa automated trading. That's an option para kumikita pa rin kayo habang nag-aaral. At hindi nawawala yung pera ninyo. Right? To lessen that risk. Risk rin kasi being a newbie. Di ba?
Correct.
And with that, we are sharing our trading system. Not just our trading system sharing through knowledge, but yung profits. Kung paano kami mag-trade, linagay namin sa program para kayo makipiggyback sa performance ng trading namin, which is Izanagi. And you're seeing on your screen right now, we're already up 385% for 1 year and 6 months worth of performance. 1 year and 6 months worth of performance, 385%. Sobrang laki po niyan. It's sometimes I always tell John na ang problema nito, mahirapan tayo mag-advertise kay Izanagi kasi it sounds too good to be true already dyan, di ba? But if you check
Totoo.
our website, if you check my FX book, this is backed up by real data. Makikita niyo po yan sa website. You can check out the website nasa video description. But yeah, 1 year and 6 months, and that 385% you're seeing on the screen is passive income. Si bot po ang nag-trade niyan. Yung program po ang nag-trade niyan. Okay? It's passive income, which is very good. But plus, it is for free. We're sharing our knowledge, our skills. Pwede kayo makipiggyback sa performance ng trading namin for free. Here is Izanagi. John, you want to add to that?
Yeah, and last but not least, regarding Izanagi, of course, no, any trading has a risk involved, but sinabi ni Madi kanina, fundamental analysis. Pinopause namin if there are times that it needs to pause because of fundamental aspect of the forex market that is
Right.
needed for us to
Mm-hmm.
prevent, no, and incurring a lot of a very high drawdown or even
Right.
losses. So that's very, very good with our Izanagi because from inception, it already went as high as 385% since January 2021. Despite the market has uh, actually a bit of almost go to the bear market. War has, we were still positive on a monthly basis. So again, it's for free for everyone. You just need to create an XM account under the link provided on this live here. And once you join the community, we are also educating our community also to join the shadow technique, wherein we manually trade the Izanagi also to have more profits. Diba, Sir Lloyd? There you
Right.
go.
Yeah. So,
Ayan.
sa mga nanonood through Financial Freedom 101, you can go to the video description. May nagtanong kasi sa comments how to start there. Go to the website lang, andyan may link po dyan. Alright, so can you tell us more about the promo, right?
Yeah.
Para
So for the
bonus rin para
promo,
sa mga
yeah,
magsa-start.
correct. So for if you're already registered to a bot or also to our Izanagi, go to your account on xm.com, click register from the promotion tab, and then it will compute your lot size. And if you reach a certain lot size from May 16 to July 15, you are entitled to for a raffle between $5 to $200 nila each week. So gagawin
Right.
mo lang, ilalagin mo lang doon, pupunta ka lang sa promotion and i-register mo lang yung account na yun. And if you don't have any account as well, create an account under Wise Investor Page or even Financial One-on-One or even an Izanagi account. Then you are eligible for this promo. Everybody
Yes,
Wins
tama.
promo is run between May 16 to July 15, 2022. Yan.
Alright.
Okay. So yun lang. All right. So Sir Lloyd,
Let,
Jesse, ano tong ano natin dito? Oh, dito mga nag-comment kanina
Ayan.
to cap up our very nice night. Okay?
Before
Yes.
that, pre, invite muna natin sila. There is going to be a follow-up po
Yan,
sa
yes.
sa seminar na ito. Alam namin konti with Coach Mady, medyo bitin yung webinar natin. There is going to be a follow-up webinar more into technical analysis. We'll teach them how to, especially yung technique
Mm.
ni Sir Mady, I can apply my own position trading. How do we position trade? Yun yung pag-uusapan natin. Next Tuesday ulit, it's gonna be a free webinar still in our corresponding pages. Wise Investors PH and Financial Freedom 101.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jesse.
Yeah, got Sir Lloyd, no? So
Alright.
Yep.
Tuesday, paano pa? What will happen? You're going on my page? Or ako sa'yo balik ko?
Ganito pa rin.
Sige. Ay, ganito pa rin.
Mm.
Okay. So we're gonna have a
Uh,
2-week webinar on the next Tuesday. The first Tuesday, Sir Lloyd, we're gonna talk about his technical analysis and his
right.
secrets. Diba?
Mm.
Revealed secrets. A multi-billion dollar secret. No? For position trading. So watch that out next Tuesday. And then the next
Mm-mm.
Tuesday, I will also talk about what depende kung ano gusto natin. You want it to be momentum trading or also trend following. I can also talk about it soon. Yeah,
Right.
of course, abangan nyo po 'yon. So to follow up lang on this webinar.
All
Yan.
right.
All right. Go. Yan. Sir Miss Jessie, ano bang expect natin sa tambolo ng ano na to?
Wala pa.
Oh.
Actually, wala pa sa screen.
Wala pa screen,
You're
sorry.
you're
Oh,
you're
wala
you're
pa.
on the screen. I can
Yan.
see. Ayan.
Yan.
Ayan.
Yan. Okay.
Ayan. Sino pipindot, Prof? Ikaw?
Yan.
Ikaw na?
Ikaw, pagpindot mo sa
Ayun.
screen, joke lang. Alright, so Miss Jessie, Sir Lloyd, we're gonna give away
Yes.
2 person who will win. Magkano nga, Miss Jess? 500 pesos?
500 pesos.
Yeah.
Oh
And
ha,
also,
nanonood lang, natuto, tapos may
grabe,
500
no?
pa.
Plus
Kasali ba ako
1,000.
dyan?
Hindi, nag-type ka ba ng XM Izanagi? Di
Oo.
ba?
Kailangan
Oh.
nagko-comment and
Lagi
share
ka muna ng
kasi.
XM Izanagi para ma-type natin. O, di ba? Okay. Alright, ako hindi ako naglagay. Pero lalagay na rin din ako. Okay. So just type in hashtag XM Izanagi and share this live. You will have a chance to win this raffle prize tonight. So, ano natin, Sir Lloyd, let me know if you're ready. O, may dumagdag
Go
pa si
ahead, man.
Brian Giang. Okay, yan. Okay, ikaw na
Let's
sabi mo,
go,
go.
Brian.
Ikaw magsabi mag-stop.
Alright.
Our first
sige.
winner for 500 pesos, let me know if you're stop.
Hindi
Okay.
pa sumasayaw si
Okay.
Jessie eh.
Ay, di ba laki pa siya? Our first winner, if you're still here, Lay,
Yay!
yan, you won
How much yung price mo dyan,
500.
Prof? 500
Diba?
ba o 1? Yan yung 500.
500 muna,
Okay.
500 muna, yan.
Wow
Lay,
naman.
first winner natin. Yan, alright.
Wow.
Okay, next natin, the winner,
Grabe,
500
nanood lang,
ulit.
no?
No, di ba? Nanood lang. Another winner. And also, you need to share this live for you guys to claim that
Yes.
prize. Okay, another winner natin is gonna be Yan.
Yan.
Si Yan
si
Gayat,
Yan.
another 500 peso winner natin. Yan, Gaya. Congrats.
Congratulations. Galing.
Yan, tingnan natin.
Sarap naman
Okay.
manood.
Diba? Alright. So, ano ba to? Sa 1,000, dapat sumayaw
Grand
muna si
prize.
Jessie.
Grand prize.
Okay. Okay. Mag-TikTok muna si Jessie. May dumadagdag. Sige, dagdag natin itong mga to. Share this live, comment, XM Izanagi for you to
Keep
win
on
the
sharing
1,000
and
last
comment.
prize tonight. Yan.
Ayan.
Ngayon pa si Carl Capistrano. Yan. There.
Yan. Alright. So 1,000 is at stake. Alright. You need to share this live. You need to comment
Yes.
the XM Izanagi for you to that claim that prize. Alright. So there you go. Let's go for our 1,000 winner is none other than Lloyd Bazar.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Wala.
scripted pala.
Okay. Napatingin ka ha. Napatingin ka bigla.
Luto
Okay.
linuto eh.
Congratulations.
Pinalik lang. Okay. Escobido
Yeah.
Tommy, congratulations. Please claim this prize on both on our page and just give us your GCash. We will send you our
Tommy
we will send you
Escobedo,
your
follower of mine.
no?
Alright.
Your 1,000
Wow.
peso prize.
Kala ko may
So,
pang milk tea na ako.
Kaya nga. 10 milk tea yun. Alright, Sir Lloyd. Miss Jessie, can you do our closing remarks for this session?
Okay.
Go ahead,
Thank
Sir
you
Lloyd. Ikaw na.
guys sa mga... Okay.
Si Sir Lloyd muna. Para ikaw na mag-close ko, host eh. Okay, Sir Lloyd.
Yeah, we just want to thank everyone for spending time with us tonight. We greatly wish na meron kayo natutunan. Alam namin na kulang yung oras. Don't worry, we are always here. John and I, ang tambalang John Lloyd, will always be here for
And
more
Bea.
knowledge.
May
and
Bea na
viewers.
tayo, eh, Bea.
May Bea na tayo. John Lloyd, is may Bea na tayo.
Okay.
Diba? Next Tuesday, kita-kits ulit tayo for this webinar na magkasama kami ni John and Miss Jessie. But araw-araw, you can interact with us. Alam niyo naman, araw-araw, meron kaming mga live updates sa markets and everyday guidance, andyan po kami lagi. Just follow our pages. Thank you so much for supporting us also. Thank you so much for joining Izanagi. Sa mga may Izanagi na we've been receiving good messages from you guys. Ang hiling lang namin is share Izanagi, share the good news to everyone. This is our solution, technically our way of helping Filipinos. Izanagi is already for free. Kailangan lang talaga, hindi naman siya pwede na kami pa maglagay ng investment, di ba? So Izanagi users will have to, what do you call this? Shell out funds para i-invest nila kasi you need to trade. But technically, Izanagi is free. You just have to make the step lang. So please share this. Please share the blessing and the good news of Izanagi to everyone. Yun yung pinakahiling namin and hopefully we've earned that from you guys. Thank you so much.
Ayan, thank you
Taray.
guys. Thank you po. Thank you sa lahat ng nanood ng live natin and nag-share at syempre yung mga nanalo din. Masayang sila ang pinakamasaya ngayong gabi. Yung mga nanalo pala guys, kung ay message lang kayo sa page.
Yeah.
Sa page
Yan namin ni Sir Lloyd.
Para sa prizes mo. Ayun. Thank you guys sa lahat and hopefully marami kayong natutunan sa webinar natin tonight. And see you guys again next week for our next webinar. Ayun. Thank you Sir John, Sir Lloyd. Thank you guys.
Thanks, Jessie.
See us
Thanks,
again next
Jessie.
week. Thank you po.
Good night, everyone. Stay
Good
safe.
night, guys.
And as always,
Thank you,
let's
guys.
get rich together.
Bye.
Enjoy the rest of the day.